Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I am back with another plan with me, and this is the cursed plan with me, so I hope you are ready. So this is my 7x9 Tilly Journals Functional Flexi Planner, which is a vertical planner. I've been using this same planner style for the last couple of years. And this kit is Romance from Plannerface. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code CAT10 to save 10% on your orders and add my name and notes to seller to pick up my freebie. I'm also using silver foil from Planner Choco, which I showed in a recent haul. I want to say a big thank you to Anna from Plannerface, and I'm watching Lil Simsy in this video. I want to say a big thank you to Anna from Plannerface for supporting me through this particular plan with me, because I have put off doing this plan with me for so long. I apologise there wasn't a plan with me last Sunday in my 7x9. I posted a Laurel Denise one instead. The reason for that is I was just really unsure what I was going to do with this spread. I love this kit with like everything I have, but I really didn't know what foil to use. I didn't know whether to use a fun foil or a core foil. I had hollow picked out for a while, but hollow really didn't go. And I kind of always knew that silver was the right foil. I mean, you could definitely use sparkly red or something like that, but I don't have much sparkly red foil, and I don't have an appropriate pink or an appropriate blue. So I didn't really have any fun foils that would go. And I always knew that silver was kind of the foil I wanted to use, but I used silver in the week before this, which is the spa day plan with me. So I then I just was really on the fence. It shouldn't matter using the same foil 2 weeks in a row, but I got really worked up about it and in my head about it. And then I ended up speaking to Anna about it, and she was like, silver foil is the right choice. I wouldn't know what foil to use if you don't use silver. And I'm really happy with it. It's a really light touch compared to the rest of the kit. So a big thank you to Anna for helping me over this blog. So that was the first thing. The second thing is between this and spa day was probably 3 weeks, maybe even a month, but probably more like 3 weeks of gap in filming plan with me's. And I batch did a lot of the other ones. And it's like I forgot how to do them. I messed up so many stickers. I've cut so much of it out because you just do not need to watch me do it. But the amount of time it took me to lay these 4 boxes down, honestly, I spent about 20 minutes moving them around. Thank goodness for Anna's removable paper. That's all I'm saying. Because I moved the stickers around so much. I put the foil that I put on the toolbox, I accidentally put that on the red flat lay dress box first, and then obviously couldn't take it up, because once you put foil on a box, you can't really take it up. So then I had to use an additional foiled box, which I wasn't planning to do. I could not find a quote box I was happy with for the top left, so I swapped one out. I wasted so much time finding one for that. But I'm really happy with the one I chose, because I had this silver foil overlay box from Squirrel Prince Co. that says Happy Valentine's Day, and it was perfect. It looks so nice. So yeah, after all the faffing, the spread does look really good. But you will also see in this part now, where we're in the day by day, I move the boxes so many times. And what is frustrating is, because I moved these boxes around so many times, Anna's paper is removable in that you can peel it up and, in the main, it's going to be absolutely fine. And mostly you can stick it back down again, not a problem. But when you peel it up and then you just stick it back on like your sticker paper rather than back in your planner or on a bougie box, sometimes the stickers, if you do it a lot, don't cope that well with it. And I probably lost about sort of 6 to 10 boxes from this spread where I was moving them around so much. So that's annoying, because there are a lot of leftovers for this spread, which I will be keeping to use in my B6. I don't have a B6 planner right now, but I'll be putting them in my B6 album. And it's just annoying that I then would waste so many functional boxes, but it's fine. I may never even use the leftovers, so it's most important that it looks good in the 7x9, and I am really happy with the final product. It's just annoying. The other thing is that because 2 of the colours are blue, 1 colour is pink and 1 colour is red, and I wanted to alternate. So Monday you can see starts on a blue. I wanted Tuesday to start on pink or red, and then I just put a blue sticker down. It was like I just forgotten how to do everything. It's so weird how that happens. But anyway, the spread's very cute. So let's start talking about the day by day. See, look at me here. So this one, I'd put the boxes the wrong way around. And then I think I didn't like what the sticker looked like. I didn't think, because I had the little Mickey planner, which is a custom doodle like that Anna did for me, like as in it's not a custom doodle, it was the shop did it, but she won't be releasing them in shop, it was just for me. And I really didn't like how that icon looked. It will be on the third blue box, and probably, yeah, this one here. I do not like how that looks in the spread, and now it's in my sidebar. But that was also causing me problems because I was just really unhappy with how everything looked, and it was just painful. Anyway, let's start talking about the day by day. So I didn't even say what week this was for. This is the week of the 13th to the 19th of February. I just said of February. Of course, the voiceover for this would be chaotic as well. I'm going to leave it in because you need to understand the like full chaos that this spread ensued. And so this was Valentine's week. So this kit was absolutely perfect. It is a gorgeous Valentine's Day art from Lavi Prince. I love the couple box on Friday because I love a couple box, and I feel like this one really looks like me and Stuart. Like he would definitely wear a blue shirt with rolled up sleeves. Like it's just perfect. I love the fashion person on Tuesday and in the sidebar. I feel like I'm kind of a combination of the two. I have the hair of the sidebar and the body of the one who's on the 14th. I just love it. I love the scenes. It's just so beautiful. And I love that we've got the two really beautiful scenes. I love a kit with two scenes. I love that we have the like outdoor scene and the bedroom scene. It just really gives so much diversity to the kit and makes it more exciting in my opinion. So I just really like it. So let's now talk about the day by day. So on Monday, the first thing I marked that I was doing banner swapping. So I have a very events based job, and so I have to swap out banners for some of the events that we do, and that's like a whole day activity. So that was my entire work day. But well worth doing, but it was my entire work day. Also, just to say, because again, chaotic voiceover here, I will not be saying where the stickers are from. If I think I have time, I will start doing it, but I don't think I have time to do it. But most of my functional stickers are from Plannerface, Scribble Prints Co., Paper Shy, Stick with a Plan Co., Coffee Monsters Co., Once More with Love, in the main. The odd thing will be from somewhere else, but I haul everything on this channel. And if you want to know where a particular sticker is from, please feel free to comment, and I will be more than happy to tell you. Okay, so after the banner swapping, I then marked that I made a Gusto Meal. The Gusto Meal script is a custom from Plannerface, so you won't be able to get that. Then I marked that I was doing Wedmin, and the icon there, the little Mickey like notebook, is a custom from Plannerface for me, so you won't be able to pick that one up. So Wedmin is wedding admin, and this was very much back still in the stages where we were booking stuff for the wedding. I am unbelievably glad to be past that part of wedding planning where it was like booking everything and trying to decide, you know, venue and flowers and all that kind of stuff, because the pressure of those decisions was just too much for me. I'm so much happier now that we've made the decisions and it's just making my peace with it. So yeah, I'm really pleased we're through that. But this was clearly that must have been so stressful for me, having done that day at work and then spending all that time on wedding admin. But we then booked the photographer, which is really exciting. The photographer that we've gone for, we spent a little bit of time looking between photographers because our venue does recommend a few photographers, but all of their editing styles were really dark or like sepia. And that's just really not who I am as a person. I really wanted like bright photos. And the photographer that we've gone for, we actually met at a wedding fair back in October, and I think that she's going to be a really good fit for us. She's much louder than me and Stuart, but I think that that's a good thing because she will be able to control our wedding party, like our wedding guests. So I think it'll be really good. Then after that, we booked a VW van. So this was a van that we met the owner at a wedding show at our wedding venue, and she has this really cute VW van that is purple, which is amazing, which is not our wedding colours, but it's a really pretty van. And we've got the van that will be picking me and my bridal party up from like getting our hair and makeup and stuff done. So really nice, and that's like another thing off my mind because it's basically the main transport booked. Then after that, I booked the decor. And I've used a little castle icon from Scribble Prints Co for that because we're not having like a Disney wedding, but being a Disney person and having got engaged in Disney, there will be a fair amount of Disney happening at our wedding. So I do use Disney stickers related to my wedding. And the decor is, we basically have a decor company that's attached to our wedding venue, and we'd had a call with them, I think probably just the weekend before this. And so I then was just like finalising what we needed, and I made a document for her that had like every single item I wanted with pictures and quantities and stuff, and she voice noted me afterwards and she was like, "Kat, I'm going to start using this with every client I have." I'm obsessed with it. So I feel like she probably likes me because I'm, you know, next level of detail and organization. Then I had a bath, and then I finished reading The Dating Plan, which is a fake dating book about Daisy and Liam. And basically Daisy is at a conference and her ex-boyfriend is there and her auntie is there, and she's trying to avoid being set up on a marriage. And Liam's granddad has given him an ultimatum that he has to get married in order to inherit this distillery or something, and so they agreed to fake date each other, but they were like best friends when they were younger, so it's kind of a second chance romance and fake dating. It was pretty fun. It's not like my favorite book ever, but it was fun, and I remember the characters' names, so that is actually very good going because I don't often, so shows that it was actually quite memorable. Then on Tuesday it was Valentine's Day. I love that sticker from, the shop's not open now, so it doesn't matter about me obsessing over thinking of the name, but that sticker is so cute and it matches the spread so perfectly, so happy about it. So we did mostly celebrate Valentine's the day before. So if you haven't seen the spa day plan with me, I'd recommend going and watching that because we went to a hotel stay for Valentine's Day weekend. So that was actually the main thing that we did. But we did celebrate on Valentine's Day as well because we're just kind of extra that way. So first off, I marked that I was reading Set on You, which is a book by Amy Lee, which is a kind of like influencer series. And this particular book is about Crystal, who is a curvy fitness influencer. And she has a run-in with a guy at the gym, and they kind of have a bit of like an enemies, but she really fancies him. And then it ends up that her grandma is marrying his granddad, and so they keep running into each other, and then they get feelings for each other. It's really good. I really enjoyed that one. And then I marked that it was Law, who's in my team. It was her 6 months. I had all of my team leave, and then I got a whole new team about just over a year ago. And Laura is the last one to join the team. So when she reaches her 12 months, it'll be really exciting because it will mean that sort of everyone in my team is a bit more experienced. After that, I then marked that I had my appraisal. So if you don't have these, appraisals are basically you have them every year in some workplaces, and they sort of assess how you perform. Some people get so worked up about appraisals, but I've worked at the same place for like nearly 7 years, so I don't really get worked up about them anymore. I know what my worth is at my current company, and I'm worth a lot more to them than they pay me, so I don't really get too worried about that kind of thing. And then after that, I marked a meeting, but I can't mark what it is in my planner, so I'll just fill that in off camera. Then after that, I marked that I had chats with my colleague Susie. I really get on with Susie in my team, so we were just sort of catching up. And then after that, I marked that we had dinner at the Rails, which is a restaurant literally at King's Cross. So if you're ever at King's Cross Station and looking for somewhere to go, the Rails is just literally, you'll see it. It's kind of at the one entrance of the station. And they had a 3-course set menu on and a jazz trio. And we love jazz music. We're going to have jazz music at our wedding. So yeah, it was really lovely. The food was great. The staff like couldn't do enough for you. I smashed a glass was the only downside. The tables were so close together, and neither of the couples on either side of us were willing to move to let me out. So I had to like squeeze between the tables, and I'm not slim, so my butt just knocks a glass off. And that was so horrible. And I just like ran out because I was so embarrassed, but they were really good about it, and they were just worried I'd hurt myself. So yeah, they were super nice. But yeah, it was really lovely evening aside from that. Then on Wednesday, I marked that I had 2 presentations that I did for senior management. So I've not marked what those are in here, but that is what that first half box was for. Then I marked that I was doing some training for some staff. Then after that, I marked that I worked late because I'd literally been in meetings like the whole day. So unfortunately, I ended up needing to work late, but that has got better now. Although I'm saying that we are about to go into like 6 weeks of busy season for me. So it will be 6 weeks of working late probably. Then I marked that I had a Nando's. You can tell I've worked late if I have a Nando's because there's a Nando's like right by the station that I work near. So sometimes if I work late, I will treat myself to a Nando's and eat it on the train home. And then I marked that I was so tired, which I'm sure I was. Then on Thursday, I was worried I wasn't going to catch up, but I have, and I'm about to mess up this half box. Let's just watch me do this. So you can see I've written pay wedding deposits there. I messed up the order of some stuff on Thursday. So I wanted to swap the order around because that unicorn needs a half box because it's so big. But I hadn't swapped them around on the notes page that I was copying my notes from, so I marked the wrong thing. So I then had to rip up the half box and put another one down and rewrite it in. How annoying. So yeah, then on Thursday, I marked that I left work late. So again, I was working late. But I had toil in the afternoon. So toil is time off in lieu. So in my job, you get time back if you overwork at other times. And so it's really annoying that I left late when I had toil. Like I would have needed the toil because I was feeling tired, I expect. Then I marked that I was reading Well, That Was Unexpected, which is a YA about Charlotte and George Clooney. And they are teenagers that are set up on basically on a date with each other. And George is like kind of business royalty, is how I would describe him. And Charlotte has this like really complicated relationship with her mum, and so they're both kind of dealing with stuff, but then they're on this fake dating relationship, and then they catch feelings for each other. This was I called this, when I did my reading journal wrap up for February, I called this like fake date February, because I just read so many fake dating trope books, but I love fake dating tropes, so it's all good. Then I marked that I was making wedding deposit payments. So this would have been for like the photographer, the VW, and for the event decor. So this was an expensive week. And then we're just saving in advance of our wedding next year, because we will obviously have to pay a lot off then. Then I marked that I was watching Dragon's Den and The Apprentice. The Apprentice is my favourite show. So I love watching Apprentice, and I'm always really sad when it's over. And while we were on the cruise, I forgot that we would have no internet, because you're on the sea, so you can't get signal. It's like maritime signal, so it costs an absolute fortune, because your phone is like constantly searching for signal. So you just are on airplane mode the whole time. And we didn't pay for internet on the cruise because it was like £15 a day, so we didn't think it was worth it. And phone detoxes are good for me, but I realised that I listen to Headspace, the app, when I go to sleep, and without the internet I couldn't listen to Headspace. So I had to just go to my iPad to see what I had downloaded, and I had season 4 and 5 of The Apprentice. And bearing in mind we're on like season 16 or even later than that now. So yeah, I just rewatched old episodes of The Apprentice to help me fall asleep, and it was very effective. So yeah, I really love The Apprentice. It just makes me feel more competent, I don't know what that says about me. And I really like Dragon's Den as well. I mean, these are people that are like actually super talented and have really, opened their own businesses. But I really like both shows. And then I marked that I had a bath. Then on Friday, I don't know what I'd marked with that box icon. It must be something work related for me to have not been able to write it. But I do not remember what that was in reference to, and my desk is such a mess right now. I don't know where my notes for this week are. I may have put them away already, but that's unlikely. There's just stuff everywhere. Then I marked that I left work late, shock horror, and then I went shopping at the works, so that would have been book buying. Not my best habit, because I've just got no room. I was looking at my shelves earlier and just thinking, I don't know, there's just books everywhere, and I'm not reading them fast enough to then unhaul them. Then I marked that I cleaned the house. That was very good of me, given that I'd worked late and felt really tired. I also marked that I cleaned the fridge, which is, oh sorry if you've just heard that little ding, my dad just messaged me. But yeah, I sometimes, cleaning the fridge is something I don't particularly enjoy doing, but that would have meant I was probably really stressed about something or putting off doing something else if I made the effort to clean the fridge. Then I marked that I had some pizza, and then I was still reading Set on You, which is the book I mentioned earlier. Then on Saturday, I marked that I was doing YouTube admin for the channel, so that would have probably been uploading videos, doing thumbnails, that kind of thing. And then Emma came over. So Emma, I've mentioned Emma a lot of times on the channel before. So Emma is one of my best friends, but I kind of, the reason I think we're so close is because I introduced her to planning. And so we were planning, that's what we were doing. And we ordered a Subway, and then we watched Enchanted and Disenchanted. So Disenchanted is the sequel to Enchanted. I've seen Enchanted before, but only a couple of times. And it was really fun to watch it again, because I actually really like it. It's a really good film. And Disenchanted wasn't as good, but, it's still enjoyable. It's on Disney Plus if you want to watch it. Then I was reading Like a Charm, which is a middle grade book. So like a kid's book, basically, about Ramya, who lives in Edinburgh, and she feels really distant from her family. She feels like such an outsider, and then something happens and she kind of realizes there's maybe more to her and to Edinburgh than meets the eye. It's a really cute fantasy book. It took me a little while to get through, but I would really recommend it. And then I marked that I had a panic attack, so that's that's fun. Then on Sunday, I'm going to run out of things to say. I feel like I maybe do need to start saying where the stickers are from, because even when I fell several days behind there in the voiceover, I have caught up, because ultimately my weeks are not that exciting. So I may start saying where the stickers are from. And this one is not helped by the fact I did swap so many stickers out constantly. So there's also that. Anyway, so on Sunday, the first thing I did was mark that we had a McDonald's. So that would have been for lunch, because I don't eat McDonald's breakfast because I don't eat egg. So yeah, McDonald's lunch will have been the one. And the McDonald's sticker that you will eventually see when I catch up is a custom for me from Plannerface, so you won't be able to get that. Then I marked that we booked excursions. That's so fun. So this was for the cruise. So I'll tell you what we did now, because realistically the plan with me won't come out for another 3 weeks, because I am back from the cruise now, but it only just happened, and it's the end of May now, and this was the middle of February. So I'll tell you what the excursions are now, because you probably won't remember, and it'll fill the time. So we went on a Norwegian fjords cruise with P&O on the Iona, and we did 4 port days. So we did we left on Saturday, Sunday at sea, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in port, and then Friday back on sea. So we went to Stavanger on Monday, and we did a 8.5 kilometre round trip hike up Pulpit Rock, which is this incredibly steep mountain. So you'll have fun hearing me talk about that. Then on the Tuesday, we did I wouldn't really call that one, well, it was a hike, I think, but nowhere near as crazy as Monday's. But that was to Brickshall Glacier, which is just this really beautiful, glacier. Wednesday's excursion got cancelled. We were going to go on a Skyliner, but that got cancelled. And then Thursday we just walked around the port. So yeah, so we were booking excursions and spas and stuff. Then after that, I marked that we sent out, the sticker says sent out invitations, but we actually sent out save the dates for the wedding. Then I was still reading Like a Charm. Then I had a bath, and then I was reading Set on You, and then I had another panic attack. And that was it. And that was Sunday. So I will now just be doing the deco along the top of my planner. So I've done what I've been doing for all of this year, where I intersperse the stickers with the little hearts, which is just really fun. And then I will show you the leftovers of this kit. I love when Anna does so many boxes, and I did buy the toolbox as well, which has meant that this kit will definitely be one that I save for like reusing the leftovers in a future. If I ever have a smaller planner where I don't need as many full boxes, this will be perfect because there's so many stickers. But I use most of the foil for this one because I only had a small 4 bundle from Planner Choco. But that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd really appreciate a like, and if you haven't already, I'd love it if you subscribe. In the description, I will have a link to my Instagram and Goodreads if you want to check out any other content from me. I love the wiggle of this one. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!